PV stands for photovoltaics, the rooftop technology that converts sunlight into electricity. PV is clean, renewable solar power. PV turns electricity buyers into electricity makers. And PV will emerge as a leading 21st century energy technology. IHPV is a new campaign to make New York the solar power capital of the East Coast. That means dramatically boosting the number of New Yorkers who install photovoltaics on their roofs and making our state a center for new solar industry, jobs, and innovation. And make no mistake, New York can generate a significant amount of its power from the sun in the coming decades. But for that to happen, we have to think forward and take action now. And we've done this before. After all, New York is the state that launched the commercial steamship, dug the Erie Canal, built the country's most extensive mass transit network, and gave rise to the modern electricity system. At various points in history, these feats seemed unimaginable, until New Yorkers imagined them, made them a reality, and changed the world in the process. Now we find ourselves at a similar moment. New York can assume the role of energy innovator once again by becoming a leading solar power adopter. But this will only happen when our elected officials in Albany think long-term and create policies that will make PV much more affordable and widespread throughout New York City and state. And how will this happen? Only when we New Yorkers start giving our elected officials clear feedback and telling them that that's exactly what we want. That's when New Yorkers who simply can't accept the idea of our state sitting on the sidelines send Albany a clear message in support of smart and consistent policies that will push PV into the mainstream. That's when all New Yorkers who just don't understand why we're lagging behind other states like California and New Jersey in adopting such policies start writing letters, making phone calls, and paying visits to their elected officials. And this feedback is essential because without it, without people power now, New York's long-term solar potential will simply not be realized. IHPV creates opportunities for New Yorkers to learn and collaborate and offers tools to help them direct this feedback to their leaders in support of solar power. So join us today and start giving your feedback and help make New York a true solar power capital. IHPV is a project of Solar One, New York's Green Energy Arts and Education Center.